platforms, buckle up. It's time for the first episode of Bookish Babble Podcast, where we all talk about general book discussions, theories, and discoveries. A casual and fun chit-chat about books, covering a wide range of genres and topics with a touch of fanciful and a whole lot of passion. I'm Rich Ebony Utbo and I'm joined by one and only Christian Tinasas,
who's always ready to bring the beat in this discussion. Bookish Babble Podcast. Join the conversation. Share your thoughts.
In this episode, we have a multiple guests that will share their thoughts.
Give it up to our 6 readers of ATBP, or should I say, All the Bright Places book.
What's up, babies?
I'm Reynald Magpayo.
I'm Marapao.
I'm Heineken Deguilmo.
I'm Zandric Sanchez.
I'm also Gabriel Suanzon. And I'm Delantar.
And now we're going to be exploring your thoughts and perceptions about the book entitled All the Bright Places.
But partner, before we tackle the topic about that certain book, let's ask our guest first a favorable question, which shall begin of what? What type of readers are all of you? Let's start with Reynald Magpayo.
Oh, I call myself a critic reader because I love writing and so us read.
Me? I am a movie adaptation reader and lover.
Oh God, I have met someone like me, partner. So go on, Zandric Sanchez, right?
Yes, I'm actually a midnight owl reader because midnight cozy and I like better than daylight.
I, on the other hand, is an audiobook reader. I was in the book because I only listened. But Jorince, a friend of mine, handed me the book ATVP. And at first, I was hesitant. But then I read the back part of the book and it hooked my attention about the book. And yeah, that's it. Haha, I'm providing you too much words. My bad.
No, you didn't, bro. By the way, I'm a self-help reader because I went through a lot and my only copying is reading books.
Here I am, the last one. Oh, I'm also a midnight owl reader because I like staying up late at night and read a book.
Wow, you all are indeed different. But anyway, let's proceed to a very simple question first.
Gotcha, partner. Okay, here is the question. So this book entitled All the Bright Places has a lot of interesting reviews so far. Why? And what do you think is the reason, Mr. Heineken?
Personally, I believe that the book is well written and it catches the attention of every reader. Hence, it could teach you on a different level of understanding and the value of one another because the book is inspiring, yet full of sorrow.
You got an interesting perspective, Mr. Heineken. Since you are all really a fan of that book, can any of you tell us or share to us the flow of this book called All the Bright Places?
You know, partner, I have read this book a couple of times, but since we are accompanied by 6 handsome readers here, would you mind sharing us the story itself? Only the brief details to make the story short yet precise.
So, where do I start? Eventually, All the Bright Places is a story about 2 teenagers, Theodore Finch and Violet Markey, who meet under unusual circumstances and form a powerful bond. I will elaborate the unusual circumstances. Well, there's Theodore Finch, who went for a jog because of a certain reason. Then, he got passed by the bridge wherein he met Violet over. Finch tried to get her attention and talked to her and she did respond to him and left the conversation.
I tell the other part of the story. So Violet is still grieving the loss of his sister, while Theodore battle depression and anxiety. They meet again in a class project, and even though they seem like opposite, they still find a connection that feels like a lifeline. And then they began to understand and support each other in ways they never thought possible. Their connection depends into a unique and powerful love story, filled with both joy and heartache. They find solace and strength to each other, but their past and present challenge and continue to cast shadow. In addition to that, Theodore's mental health struggle intensifies and Violet grapples with her own internal demons. Their relationship is tested by their individual journeys and the weight of their past. And then this story reaches a heartbreaking climax as Theodore's mental health deteriorates, leading to a tragic turn of events. Theodore cured Violet's mental illness by staying by her side, and that way the girl fought for her life to be better, because she was inspired by him and got reason to stay alive. Meanwhile, he himself can't do that because an internal demon ate him alive.
Until the ending story. So it ends with a bittersweet ache, a testament to the fragility, life, and the enduring power of love. Violet still reeling from Theodore's loss finds a way to honor his memory. She embraced the beauty of their shared experiences, carrying his spirit with her as she navigates the world without him. The ending is a reminder that even in the face of immense grief, life goes on and love keeps enduring.
That was a tragic information right there, partner. But I guess something from this story was learned.
Yeah, and also applied, partner. So let's hear the profound lesson of that story from Mr. Reynald. Care to share for us?
Yeah, sure. Actually, for me, the story called All the Right Places is a story about learning to find the beauty and hope in the midst of darkness, and the enduring power of connection even in the face of tragedy. It's a poignant exploration of mental health, grief, and the complexities of love and loss. It's a sad yet romantic story, but the story deepens the complexities of mental health, exploring Theodore's struggles with depression and anxiety, as well as Violet's journey of healing and self-discovery.
It was a marvelous perspective there, Mr. Reynald. Right, partner?
Oh, tumpak. You're always right, partner.
Let's hear first from Mr. Zandric.
To tell you honestly, after reading that amusing book, I felt emotional. The story showed me that even in really sad times, there is still be a beauty to be found, but it always made me sad. Thinking about the characters and what they went through, I understood their pain. There were happy parts too. Though moment of friendship and fun that stood in. Hence, the book made me that a lot about my own life and how I treat people, and it gave me a feeling of wanting to live life to the fullest, to find the good things even when things are hard. It changed how I see things for sure.
We felt the same way too. Actually, in honest way possible, I cried my heart out loud after reading the book. The reason is because I put myself in their shoe, and somehow both of their situation are stagnant, and it feels like there is no hole to breathe in and out all of those heavy feelings you've been having for a long time.
I don't have anything to say anymore. Both of them delivered what I have to tell about my feelings after reading that, because of I burst into tears after reading that book too. I've been crying for a couple of minutes, I guess.
Yeah, we totally agree with them. That's how we feel after reading the book.
Oh yeah, that is totally valid, right, partner?
Yes, of course, partner, it is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, and why? Take the lead, Mr. Reynald.
Oh, I am honored, thank you. Now I have to rate the book a 9 out of 10 because basically it was like an intimate book but full of sadness.
For me, I'll rate the book 10 out of 10. Again, because it was the only book that I was actually engaged in.
I, on the other hand, is 8 out of 10. Though it's really a compelling book, but it made me cry for a first time over a book.
So yeah, haha. I was really shallow in this one, but can you blame me? I have never been in a situation where I cry over a book. So yeah, that's it.
This is the Bookish Babble Podcast. Join the conversation, share your thoughts.